Hello, it's the 19th of January. It's around about 2 weeks and 1 day after my surgery, and I'm just doing a bit of a check-in just to let people know how things are going. 2 weeks on, and I'm on baby food, so I've graduated from a liquid diet to basically the pureed stage. And I have to be honest, the first sort of couple of weeks of eating soup was starting to drive me a little bit nuts. But thankfully, I've now progressed into the baby food stage. I have learnt to not cook a lot. What I've done is I'll make a meal, package it up into sort of 3/4 of a cup meals, and then I'll throw them in the deep fridge, and that sort of helps with wastage because I don't want to throw food. Feeling up and down. You sort of get there are times when you sort of wonder whether or not you've done the right thing. I do believe I have, but you're sort of a little bit of, not necessarily emotional, but you start to sort of be a little bit up and down. I have read that it can be due to hormone changes. With weight loss, your body's got stored hormones in its fat, and dumping that can sort of cause you some issues. It's more relevant to women, but I've read it can also happen to blokes. But I think it's normal after something like this because it's a big life change to start to sort of not necessarily question what you've done, but to sort of wonder whether or not it's the right thing. But it is. There was a study that I read earlier on where people that have had this surgery generally tend to live a lot longer and healthier. And I think that's obviously because of the change of lifestyle as well. But anyway, finding that eating and drinking is getting a little bit easier. Don't get me wrong. I'll have a third of 2/3 of a cup, and I'll generally find that it's like I've eaten a roast pig. At the same time, I'm having a big problem at the moment with gout. One of the side effects of big weight loss and the fact that you're on the liquid protein diet is gout. One of the problems with getting gout is that you can't really take the treatment for gout. You can take the preventer, which would have been nice had I have been told before the surgery that this might happen, because I would have done the preventer and I wouldn't be sitting here at the moment with a toe that's bruised and swollen, feeling sorry for myself. So that's a little bit annoying. But you can't take ibuprofen or diclofenac or any anti-inflammatory. Paracetamol, which is like pissing in a forest fire when you've got gout. But all you can do is try as hard as you can to sort of... I've dropped the amount of protein I'm taking. I'm obviously drinking about 2 litres of water a day. I'm doing everything I can. Like, I've read cucumber juice, cherry juice, pineapple juice helps with it because of certain enzymes that are present within that kind of juice. And I'm drinking a combination of those 3 every day, hoping that it'll get rid of the, I think it's an acid which causes gout. It's a build-up of crystals in your toe, which as you walk, it stabs you and it causes inflammation. So that's really annoying. But what do you do? I've found that also following advice from the doctor of going out, and not necessarily, when I say going out, I mean just going to the beach. It's summer here in Australia, and not doing too much, just things like just going for a nice little swim and just spending time sitting in a chair by the water, and that's having a very calming effect on me. So I'm not feeling as stressed. I'm a bit peeved off that I can't go to the gym. I was told that I could go and do some light cardio, but with gout, walking is a problem. So gym is out of the question until the gout gets better and I could start taking some of the preventer medication to not have it happen again. Other than that, my weight's sort of stabilised. 137.5, 138 kilos. It goes a little bit up and down. It's not really the focus of why I did this, but it's like watching a show on television. Once you get hooked, you sort of find that you're obsessed or you become obsessed. So what I need to do now is sort of not weigh myself for a couple of weeks and just sort of take things as they come. Makes absolutely no difference how heavy I am. I'm watching what I eat and I'm going to start training. So really, it doesn't matter. It's whatever's going to happen. Clothes wise, it's nice that I can now go to shops and buy double XL. It makes a big difference from 8XL, which is what I used to shop. And at the same time, just I don't have any clothes, which is hilarious. So what I'm wearing now is brand new. I'm trying not to buy too much because everything I have now in 6 months will be useless. So just have enough to get by. One pair of jeans, everything else is in a big recycle bag because it's all too big. But that's cool. Not a bad problem to have. Better than the alternative. Other than that, the scars have they're feeling a lot better. My stomach is a lot better, but it's just this gout, which I'm fine. Yeah, if you've had gout before, I would highly recommend make sure that you go to the doctor before you have the surgery. Take the preventative medication so that when you start losing weight and increasing your protein, you will not get gout. Once you get it, it takes a while to leave because your body has to basically get rid of all the proteins, which is causing it, and has to get rid of all the build-up of I think it's a chemical or an acid or something that builds up in your body. I forget, to be honest, but all I know is it hurts. Thankfully, I have a wonderful wife. She's very supportive, and she's basically the rock that I lean on. So if you don't have someone out there to sort of give you that support, all I can say is stick with it. The pain goes within 2 weeks, as in the operation pain. But if you're unlucky and you get gout, you got a bit more waiting to go. Another thing is it can be a bit difficult watching other people eat. You can't eat. You don't feel hungry, but it gets you a bit down, I suppose, watching the food. It's all in your head. But it's like anything, if you learn to switch off, then it sort of helps. Other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll let you know how things progress, and have a nice day.